EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for November 17th, 2023. It is Friday, finally, end of the work week, and the Friday video forecast is proudly sponsored by McCall Collective Brewing. McCall is a family-owned and operated brewery with 2 locations in the Lehigh Valley. Their original Southside Allentown location is at 102 East Susquehanna Street, and their second location at McCall Collective Tap House in Trexlertown is located at 7743 Hamilton Boulevard. Both locations are open 7 days a week and have a full food menu, plenty of beer to choose from for both dine-in and takeout, along with local wine and cocktails. Several new beer releases again this week. This is like a weekly thing with them, on draft and takeout, so you want to check that out. For more information about all of their upcoming events, please visit their Facebook page, or to place online orders, please visit their website, mccallcollectivebrewing.com. Proud sponsors of the Friday video forecast. So this is looking at a cold front coming through today. This is the simulated radar from the NAM, and I'm starting off with this because I want to show you that we're going to have most of this day dry. We're going to have partly cloudy skies to start, increasing clouds throughout the day, mostly cloudy by the end of the day. And this is looking at 4 p.m., and you're just starting to see some showers coming into our far northwestern areas up here. So maybe places like Lock Haven, Williamsport will get into that 4 to 6 p.m. window. You'll get some showers rotating through the region, but the rest of the region, we're going to be dry. I'll get back to this in a second. I want to get back to the overview. So the overview is a little bit more broad, so you can see what's going on. And here's that precipitation coming at us. This system here is a potent system that brought a tremendous amount of rainfall yesterday to South Florida. That Miami-Dade area especially got hit especially hard with some very, very heavy rainfall. This is going to stay offshore, and that is not an issue. It is not like it's going to come closer to us and bring us some much-needed rainfall. This has not been an issue for the last couple of days. What the issue here is that this is going to intensify as it moves up the coast, and it's going to steal energy from our frontal boundary, which is back here. Okay, here's the frontal boundary. The trough is up here, which is the colder air that's residing behind it. But on the lead of that, you have some decent showers, it looks like, right? And that's it. So, but there's not going to be much as it moves eastward. You see it starts to fall apart, and that's because this low is rapidly developing offshore and is stealing energy from it. So this has behaved exactly as we thought it was going to do the entire week, but you're going to get some showers out of it, just not a lot of quantitative precipitation. So go back to the NAM here and see this move through the evening. You can see the showers a little more concentrated when it's out here. Once it moves eastward, it kind of falls apart and it gets broken up, and just some light showers, and that's it, going through the evening and overnight. And by the time we get to early Saturday morning, which is right here, this is 7 o'clock in the morning, can't rule out that in our far eastern areas you have a leftover shower, but the rest of us are just going to be clouds giving way to sun on Saturday and turning breezy and much colder. As you see above me, the temperature is 62 to 68 today. This might be the warmest day of the remainder of 2023. Not out of the realm of possibility that this is the warmest day left, because I do the long range not only publicly every Friday, I do it in our forum every Monday and Wednesday. I don't see any really warm periods coming up here. Some that might be slightly milder, but you have to remember temperatures are coming down at the same time. Average temperatures I'm talking about. So to get this warm is going to be tough, but not impossible, of course. But as of right now, I think this might be the warmest remaining day that you have this entire year. And most of the daylight hours are going to be dry until that front comes through today. But then tomorrow, as you see above me, 48 to 60. The temperature spread is vast because once this front moves through, here's Saturday morning. It's front, the trough behind it is already in here, so it's already, our northwestern areas are already getting to that colder air, so it's going to limit how warm you get on Saturday, whereas our southeastern areas are still on the warmer side of average. So places like Atlantic City and Dover, where I put those 2 dots, you're going to be closer to the 60-degree mark for a high on Saturday, and then temperatures come down once that cold air advects in, which will be Saturday afternoon instead of Saturday morning like it will be earlier in the northern areas here, a little bit earlier in the day. On Sunday, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, and temperatures are going to be cool across the entire region. We will have breezy conditions on Saturday as well. So we're looking at wind gusts that are going to be 25 to 30 miles per hour in terms of peak gusts on Saturday. And then on Sunday, a little breezy yet, but not quite as breezy as Saturday. We're looking at wind gusts that are 20 to 25 miles per hour in terms of peak gusts here on Sunday. Okay, so mostly sunny skies on Sunday, though. No chance for precipitation this weekend, except for very early in the morning in our far eastern areas of New Jersey, coastal areas most notably, that you could have a leftover shower, and then clouds give way to sun otherwise on Saturday. So we get to Monday. That's going to be the coolest day of this entire week, where we have sunny skies to start, partly cloudy skies. Following it, temperatures in the upper 40s for most areas. And then clouds will increase overnight. We become mostly cloudy overnight. And this next system comes in. This is going to be a primarily rain system for the vast majority of the region. I know there's some speculation this could turn into a big winter storm. I don't see it. Don't see any support for that kind of idea for this particular event. This should be much needed rainfall, and there could be low pressure enhancement as this low pressure moves up into the Great Lakes here on the lead of a big deep trough that's sitting back here, right? There's the big deep trough ready to come in. And then we have, it's transferring energy to a secondary, which is sitting here. It's going to move up in this direction. That secondary is going to provide low pressure enhancement of the rainfall over our region. We think we can get some pretty decent rainfall out of this, as you can see here, overnight, Tuesday night. So during the day, it's just kind of showery. And then it becomes steadier periods of rain later in the day. And then overnight, you get some heavier rain. I see that low pressure sitting right over top of the region. That is going to enhance rainfall, we think, and provide extra lift and give us much needed rainfall across the region. This is going to be rainfall from start to finish, except for perhaps the counties bordering the New York-Pennsylvania border up here, north of that line. Could start off a little wintry, with a little bit of wintry mix, like sleet, freezing rain, maybe a few snowflakes, and that's it. But mostly ice pellets, that kind of thing, very briefly before it goes over to rain in those areas as well. So there's not looking at any kind of accumulation with that, but that is possible at the onset with this particular system. But it goes over to rain quickly there, and then we get this rain moving through the overnight, and then early on Wednesday morning, you could have a leftover shower before partial clearing occurs later on Wednesday. And then behind this, on Thanksgiving Day itself, we are dry, but we're looking at temperatures that are going to be in the lower to mid 40s for highs. It's going to be a shock here on Thanksgiving. And that's not going to be the end of it. I think the end of the cold period is going to last for the entirety of the final week of November, if not longer. We're looking at maybe the first couple of days of December also being slightly below average, but it looks like a below average, for solidly below average period is going to come in here from Thanksgiving all the way through the end of November. So it's looking like a pretty cold end to it. We also have a winter storm signal that I'm introduced today in the long range outlook. So you want to check out that when I release that. It'll probably be about 10:30 this morning. It is not, the system has nothing to do with the system here. This is not the winter storm signal. It is after that. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for November 17th, 2023. Have a great Friday.